Leo, welcome to your November 2025 General Love Tarot reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a General Love Tarot reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Leo. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who really needs to hear these messages. And of course, hi cross watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Leo. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Leo and cross watchers that energy is fluid. This simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get this reading started. I like to start off my readings by doing a mini meditation to clear and set the energy, but if you're just here for the card pull only, I understand. You can go ahead and check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps. For those of you who are with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect to your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in, and I'm going to ring this sound bowl 3 times. And during that time, I just want you to open up your energy to ask the questions you have in regards to your love life, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Leo. All right, Leo, let's go ahead and see what Spirit has to say for you guys. And for this reading, I am tuning into an energy in around your psychic field of someone that has romantic feelings or intentions towards you right now in this moment, whether you are single or taken, whether you're currently in a connection or in separation with this energy. Let's see who's coming through. Why are they coming through? And what does this mean for you guys from now to the end of the month? So tell me about this energy that wants to connect to Leo's reading. That is coming through for Leo's reading. I see the letter J as in Jack or Jesse. First, middle, last initial can mean something to someone. Okay. Bully. Oh my goodness. Sagittarius just got this. So some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, or you could have strong Sagittarius in your chart. If so, check out the Sagittarius reading to see if there's messages for you there. So light attributes highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the interferers that bully you. Shadow attribute conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. I'm seeing Aries energy with this too, so that could mean something for some of you guys. This person's mad at you. I don't know, they feel like you've done something to get at them, to get them upset or jealous, and they're huffing and puffing. And especially like I'm seeing someone scrolling through social media, so maybe something you posted, maybe something you like replied to on social media. If you don't have social media, obviously that's not your message. But there's something happened that's making them a little bit angry right now. And they think you're doing it on purpose, whether that's delusional or not. Let's pull some more cards. This person could be a smoker too, I was saying. Tell me more about this energy. Why is this coming through for Leo? Excuse me. So we have adjacent possibilities, number 24. Ooh, okay. So some of you guys, I wonder if you kind of had to let them know that you could move on with someone else. You could be happy with other things. And you may have done that in a way where you posted about it, or you started to do it, and you may have started like not hitting them up as much. And that's what's starting to make them spiral a bit. Now, others of you, this could be someone that is non-committal, definitely, and likes to keep the field open, but when you do it, it's a problem. I don't like that. Okay? Tell me, what does this person want to say to Leo that they haven't said to Leo, that they want to say to Leo? You remind me of who I truly am. Ooh, interesting. The plot thickens. Okay, so I really do feel with this whole combination here, they're very confident in themselves. I will say that. They're very, very confident, cocky, maybe even to a degree. And I think that they put that front up because it makes them feel powerful. And maybe, again, they don't want to fully commit. There's always one foot out, one foot in. And I think that when you kind of give them a taste of their own medicine, or you're just kind of like, fine, I'll do me, it kind of rips that whole mask apart that they try so hard to keep up, because you're hitting a part of them that is very soft, very tender, and they don't like to be in that place at all. And I think the fact that you're shining light onto that place of like needing you or like wanting you in a way of more that they would admit to is reminding them the truth of it that they try to kind of hide. And again, we'll pull tarot to get deeper in this. There's many reasons why people do this. But yeah, you're a soft spot for them. And I think that right now they feel as if what you're doing, if it is to get back at them or it's just you living your life without them as being a priority or a worry or a strain on you, is kind of showing something in them that they've been trying to hide for so long. That's really what I want to point out here. So let's go ahead and pull the tarot to get deeper into this. And with the tarot, I'm going to ask how they feel about you right now. What do they think of you? What do they like about you? What do they not like about you? What do they like about the connection they have with you currently? And what do they not like about it? And what are their highest hopes and deepest fears in regards to this connection with you, Leo? What are they really hoping is going to happen and unfold between the two of you? And what are they afraid of? I'm seeing a brown leather jacket for someone. That's something that they wore recently, or maybe something someone always wears. Yeah. This is making sense. I feel for a lot of you guys, they long for you, but they think it's over, so that's why they won't show it. But they do it in petty ways, and I'll get to that in a second. Yeah. Yeah, they don't like the fact that you've hit this pot within their heart that they're very uncomfortable with. Very clearly. Okay. So bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Swords, Gemini energy. You could be dealing with the Gemini, someone with strong Gemini in their chart. Does not have to be the case. Yeah, they very much, with the Knight of Swords energy, they were focused in maintaining this with you, even if it wasn't to your standards, or even if it wasn't something that you were per se great with. They were kind of like, as long as Leo is someone that I can hit up, I can hang out with, I could hook up with, I'm good. And I think particularly too, in a way that's similar to Sagittarius's reading, it's like they wanted everyone to know that you're theirs, and it gave them some sort of ego boost. So they would always do things like, if you guys were out to make it known that you two were together or that you were off limits, like, you know, kiss you in public or grab your hand or grab your ass, I don't know. And it kind of was like uncomfortable or like unnecessary, but they don't care. They just want to exert their dominance over the situation. I feel with the Knight of Swords energy, the last conversation you could have had with this person was an argument, a fight, and it's still stewing in them. They feel as if you kind of got the better of them in that, and I think that's something that's still unsettled in them, that they kind of want to get you back for, or to kind of even the playing field here. They used to like to pull on your hair, or they love your hair, always complimented your hair. It could be curly, it could be red, something unique about it. So let's get into it. How they feel is the Three of Wands, Aries energy. So their heart, although it's hard for them to admit it, is very much still holding space for you, is very much still hoping for you that you guys will make it out of this, that you guys will come back to each other, but that's the part of their heart that feels too vulnerable for them to tell you that. So it's like they're biting their nose despite their face, right? Like they feel as if there's more you should be saying or you should be doing. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but the fact is that they do care and that they do yearn for this. They are hoping for the best of this in their heart space. But what they think, which is the main reason why they're not acting on this or maybe trying to improve this, is the Death card. Scorpio energy. So I don't know what happened the last conversation, but for like, it kind of provided a finality for you, or that's where they see the fact that maybe it's still taken so long for you to reach out. You guys have ignored each other, blocked each other, I don't know. But it's kind of as if like they are realizing this is the end. And maybe even seeing something like you hanging out with someone that they suspect you are flirting with or involved with was kind of the done deal, or really hit hard for them that you really are over this, because you are someone that maybe kind of likes to stick to one person when you're interested in someone. You don't like to keep options open. So now that the door is open, it's indicating to them that they're not a priority of yours anymore. I feel with this Death card here, this is what's upsetting them the most, is that this is something they can't control. They had every option to before it came to this, but now it's a done deal here. That's how they see it. That's how they think of this. And that's what's really bothering them. What they like the most about you is this Six of Swords, Aquarius energy. So with the Six of Swords, I definitely feel as if that you guys connected on a mind level. What do I mean by that? You guys always kind of had interesting conversations, learned a lot about each other, about yourselves through the conversations. Like I see you guys could talk all the night. I definitely feel with this Six of Swords that even if, again, like you weren't happy with the fact that, for example, they wouldn't settle down or wouldn't solely commit to you, that things were going well between the two of you. But I think that that was a little bit more of a self-centered type of perspective on it than really considering. They just assumed you were okay with it and never really asked, is kind of how it feels. With the Six of Swords, you guys could have definitely lived in close enough to each other, lived in the same city to see each other quite a bit, quite often. And you guys did keep that up for some time, to always hang out with each other every weekend. But what they don't like about you, Nine of Pentacles. And Aries also got this exact card in this placement again, but Virgo energy. So yeah, you're really letting them know. I mean, whether you mean to or not, this is how they view it, is that like you're letting them know what they're missing out on. Now, whether they see you in public and seeing how good you look, or again, social media has something to do with this, what you're posting, what you're sharing, or even what they're hearing word of mouth. You're single, you're ready to mingle, and you know you're going to find someone soon. It isn't a problem for you. You, at least that's how they see it. They see it as you could be someone that could get anyone you want. When you dress up, you look good. And there's like a signature scent you have. I don't know if there's like one perfume, one cologne you always have that just lingers in people's thoughts. Like, damn, Leo smells good. And it's attractive. It's sexy, right? But yeah, with this Nine of Pentacles here, they don't like the fact now that you are kind of, let's just say like peacocking, right? Like showing your feathers to attract potential mates. But isn't that weird? Like, I feel like that frustration in my stomach that like you're kind of thinking like, how dare they? You know, you never wanted to commit. You never wanted to make this like exclusive, or if you did, it was short-lived. So now that I'm like, you know, moving on, you have a problem. It just, yeah, it's, this person's not very logical, let's just say. They're not very rational. they go off of their own emotions or their own needs and wants. So I'll clarify that for some of you guys. And again, cross-watcher, just flip it around if it's Leo, okay? Don't get happy in the comments. What they like the most about this connection is the Two of Pentacles. And again, the annoying thing about it, Capricorn energy. They like that there was nothing ever solid, that there would be times when you guys are on, times where you guys were off, but as long as that cycle was just still there, up and down, it was enough. And they liked it that way. They like to, I don't know, just again, maybe this is why they're suspicious of you doing this, but they kind of like to start problems to see how you would handle it, to see how you would react. So they may have been like pot stirrers in a way and try to see like how you would handle like the little bit of chaos or the little bit of drama. I feel with this Two of Pentacles, mainly for a lot of you, is the fact that, you know, nothing was set in stone, so they were free to do more and use that as an excuse. Oh, well, this isn't committed or anything, but it's kind of implied, right? Or even with this Two of Pentacles here, to not know what they're going to get, to kind of just test the boundaries and see how far you're willing to go and how long you would be able to put up with that. Just because it gave them some sort of ego satisfaction that if you put up with that, then that must mean you care, right? It's a weird way of thinking. What they don't like about this connection is Page of Cups in reverse, rejection here. Water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Someone could be much younger in this connection with the Page. So they feel maybe they kind of tried to send some sort of apology or some sort of, you know, peace treaty, some white flag waving, thinking that that would be enough and you would have come around, and they feel like you did not accept that. And like, oh, how dare Leo, you know, like, but on your perspective, maybe you felt it wasn't really heartfelt, it wasn't really genuine, or it was like half-assed. So yeah, I'm not going to accept that, but thanks for, I guess, trying. But that really hurt their feelings. That made them really upset. And it's still something that bothers to them to this like day. Maybe this was weeks ago, months ago, I don't know. But it's still something that feels a little sore in their heart space. And people can't bring you up around them. It starts to like work them up, and then they just regret it later. But yeah, they feel like you hurt them. I wouldn't say break their heart. They may say that to make you feel bad, but I don't know, this person, it just feels like a bruised heart, like a little bit of an ego wound within their heart space that you've created that is still there, that they still haven't been able to let go of, and that they still hold grudgingly against you. Highest hopes is the Ten of Wands. Sagittarius energy. They're really hoping that both of you will see that despite the ups and downs, it's worth to still hold on to this and to keep going. Even if it feels tiring, frustrating, just being around each other and having that experience of feeling the chemistry, the bond that was created for you guys to even have this connection is enough for you to want to hold on to this and to put up with this. And that's what they're hoping for. That this really isn't the end. This is just a rocky part of it that is soon going to come to an end, and where you guys can be back to normal, where things were that they personally enjoyed. I'm just going to say this, it's not for everyone. They think a lot about a time when you guys had hooked up in somewhat of a public place. I don't know if it was a bathroom. I don't know if it was a park, backyard, something. And they still think about that, and it still gets them going. And I don't know, that's just a message for someone out there. Someone could also have dimples as well, and they love your dimples or you love theirs. Deepest fears, Six of Wands. Leo energy. Some of you could possibly be dealing with another Leo or someone with strong Leo in their chart. There are 2 6s here. Your birthday could be August 6th, August 16th, or July 26th. But yeah, I think they're afraid that you won this, that you came out on top, you're feeling good, that this is something that you broke free from, that you're celebrating with your friends with being back single, looking good, having, you know, more and more victories that either they are hearing about or seeing, and that they'd have to admit that defeat, that they would have to say, damn, yeah, like Leo won. Here I am still upset, still hurt, and Leo's moving on. They'd hate to admit that. They would hate to really convince themselves of that, so they try not to. But I think also with the adjacent possibilities that they try to keep open and still try to move on with to get over you, you were the one that was top shelf, you know, grade A. And they haven't been able to have that type of quality since you. And that's what they're afraid of, that they let that quality go over something so minor, looking back at it. I just heard someone ask, like, was it worth it? All right, Leo, to see the likely outcome of this situation, what is likely to happen and unfold in your love life from now to end of the month, you need to be prepared for, aware of. Is there anything else I can tell you about this situation that with whatever happens, you'll make the best decision for yourself? We're going to go ahead and take this to Patreon for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome. Pull some more tarot oracle cards to just dive deeper. So if you guys need more clarity, answers, guidance in this, I got you. It will all be answered in the extended reading. So if you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box of this video and you will find the link to Patreon that will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where you depart, Leo, I really hope this resonated with you. I hope that this has given you the clarity, insight, healing, and guidance that you were looking for by watching this message. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Leo, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Leo.